Jebel Ali Village. It's handing over right now, and one of the largest real estate investment trusts in GCC, Dubai Residential REIT, has invested in this almost a billion dirhams to buy 220 townhouses. For an exact number, they've invested 894 million dirhams. Now, when a move like that happens, especially in the residential market, it does not go unseen. So that is why exactly we're here today, because Jebel Ali Village is going to be one of the most popular communities on the Sheikh Zayed Road. And I'm exactly breaking down all of it. Now, there's going to be properties, there's going to be prices, and of course, why you should buy in this community. So let's go. So for those of you who are new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Dhruv Vindrani, and I'm a Moodon Al Raneem and Jebel Ali Village specialist. Now, let's go back to the video. First of all, its location. The community is located just off of Sheikh Zayed Road. You're just 2 minutes away from Sheikh Zayed Road. You're 2 minutes away from the Ibn Battuta Mall and 2 minutes away from the Festival City Plaza as well. Within 5 minutes, you have the Gurudwara, the temples, multiple mosques, and also the churches that are nearby as well, which means the location is prime. If you're thinking about work, Dubai Internet City, JLT, Marina, TCOM, Barsha, all of this is within 15 to 25 minutes away. And a new commercial hub that is Motor City that is up and coming will also be just 20 minutes away from Jebel Ali Village. So that is an amazing thing about the community. Coming to the density of the community, because it really matters when you speak about it. Density, I mean the land size. The total size of the community is approximately 9.5 to 10 million square feet. When you compare that to its neighboring communities like Muruj Al Furjan and Tilal Al Furjan, Muruj Al Furjan is sitting at 5.5 million square feet, and Tilal Al Furjan is sitting at approximately 4.5 million square feet. These are just rough numbers. So what I mean to say is, when you walk into the community or when you drive into the community, it completely defines how it looks, because a larger parcel of land basically means that the community feels more spacious and more greener to live in as well. And this is what I really want you to see. Now, I'll be putting clips of the different kinds of amenities that are there in Jebel Ali Village. But if I had to name a few, you have green trails, you have the valley, which is an amazing concept, I believe. You have various amenities like the football pitch, like the five-a-side football pitch. You have basketball courts, you have tennis courts, you have paddle courts, you have various amenities. And one of the things that I love about Jebel Ali Village is that first of all, they've not gone bad on the amenities, but also every single house you see in the community, of course, it's not open, so we cannot see. It's starting in the handover phase. So every single house you see in Jebel Ali Village is not, none of them are back to back, which means that every single house gets their own exclusivity, and that is not something you easily find on the Sheikh Zayed Road. And one of the anchors of the Jebel Ali Village is going to be the Jebel Ali Recreational Club. You have your sports hub, you have your amenities, different kinds of amenities. I believe there will be a cinema opening over here. You have different kinds of cafes as well. So this is going to be a place where people come and chill. So you have that in the heart of the community while getting that exclusivity is one of the points that Jebel Ali Village just keeps taking over every single community that is being surrounded by itself or even on the Sheikh Zayed Road. Now that we've gotten out of the heat, let's have a look at what we're looking at in terms of pure data. Of course, I've explained the location and the amenities. What you're looking at right now is going to be the properties, the sizes, the distribution within the community. You have the prices and also the competition. And lastly, what is the future of Jebel Ali Village looking like? Let's get into it. Now, first of all, of course, you have the properties. Now, Jebel Ali Village offers you two kinds. One is the townhouses and the other is villas. You'll see that I've mentioned spacious townhouses, spacious 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses. A 3 bedroom townhouse is 2800 square feet in the total area, and a 4 bedroom townhouse is ranging from 3000 to 3200 square feet. Now, the reason why I said spacious is because if you look at Dubai all along, mainly because the Dubai land area has majority of the townhouses, you look at 3 bedroom townhouses ranging between 2000 to 2200 square feet or max 2300, and the 4 bedroom townhouses you're looking at 2400 to 2600 square feet. Some of them of course having a bigger layout, so it climbs up to 2800 square feet, but majority of them are sitting in the range I've told you just now. Now, spacious is the reason I say spacious is because 2800 square feet is huge for a 3 bedroom townhouse, and so is for a 4 bedroom townhouse, 3000 to 3200 square feet. The amount of space you're getting in the house is insane. Looking at the 4 bedroom villas, the reason why I've said exclusive is no single villa in Jebel Ali Village is back to back. You have all the villas that are either looking onto the park or looking onto the recreational club. So there is no villa that is looking directly into another villa. So you're not sharing a wall, much like other communities within that area, like Muruj Al Furjan, where you have back to back villas as well. And I'll be getting into the comparison too. Let's go ahead and look at the plot size. The plot sizes are also huge. For a 3 bedroom townhouse, you're looking at minimum 2500 square feet to 2600 square feet. Anywhere across you go into Dubai, you have the plot sizes of 3 bedroom townhouses ranging between 1800 to 2100 square feet. Now, another reason why, again, these are spacious. Of course, on the Sheikh Zayed Road, there are multiple communities with these big plot sizes, but not as big of houses, or there are small tweaks, but this is standing out the most out of all the communities that are there on the Sheikh Zayed Road. And if you want to compare all of those communities, I'm linking the video right over here, so have a look at that video as well. Let's get to the plot sizes once again. The 4 bedroom townhouses, there are ones in the middle as well. Those have a similar plot size as to the 3 bedroom townhouses, which is 2600 square feet at an average. The 4 bedroom townhouses, which are in the corner, which will have the huge plot, will have 3600 to 4200 square feet of plot size, which is going to be amazing for someone living over there. And now when we are looking at the villas, these are huge plot sizes, which means you have spacious and exclusivity, so everything in just one bundle package. A 4 bedroom villa is starting at a plot size of 6000 square feet to 7000 square feet, and a 5 bedroom villa, you're looking at least 7000 square feet to 8000 square feet in plot size. But I forgot to mention the sizes of the 4 bedroom and 5 bedroom villas as the total area, internal area. You're looking at 4200 square feet to 6000 square feet of internal area, and for the 5 beds, you're looking at 4700 to 6000 square feet. Why is 6000 square feet the cap for both? Now there is a special upgraded option that many people have chosen for. By paying a lump sum amount of money, you could get that upgrade option and an additional floor on the top for a price, right? That is one of the options as well, and soon we'll be able to have a look inside one of those villas, and hopefully that'll be out on YouTube soon as well. Okay, now we're coming to the floor plans. I'm not going to show you each and every single floor plan, because if I sit through it, it's going to take me a whole day. But let's have a look at the floor plan that covers all of it. We'll have a look at a basic townhouse layout like a plex. You'll be able to see the 3 and 4 bedrooms both side by side, and the 4 bedroom middle ones won't be included in this, but it's a similar one to the corner layout as well. I'll show you one 4 bedroom layout and one 5 bedroom layout. Just for information, that you have A, B, C, D types for the 5 bedroom villas, then E, F, G, H types for the 4 bedroom villas. Right now, going into the floor plans, this is the floor plan for the 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses. You'll be able to look. Let me zoom into the 3 bedroom layout first. Entrance most of the time is going to be straight through. Majority of the entrances towards the side will be for the 4 bedroom layouts. Going into it, towards the left side, you'll have your powder room, you'll have your maid's room, your laundry and your maid's washroom as well, just over there, which is amazing because that whole section is fully segregated from the living and dining area. Once you go ahead, you have your dining area, you have your great room, which is amazing in size. I'll put, because on my screen it's not visible, but the size of it is huge as well, and a closed kitchen. One of the most amazing things about Nakheel developments is that they give a closed kitchen, which majority of the people want in today's day. Yes, there are people who would want that open or semi-closed kitchen layout as well, but this is one of the most popular ones in demand. Not only that, but it's a huge kitchen as well. Now, I'm sure if you've seen Muruj Al Furjan townhouses from inside, or I'll just have a video of it playing, you'll be able to see that the kitchen size is amazing in that, and it's pretty similar to that as well. They followed the same floor plan of those, but again given you a bigger house comparatively as well. Okay, now that we're going upstairs, one of the amazing things I personally like about Jebel Ali Village is that they've given you a galleria which makes the house feel more spacious. You could put up paintings, you could make it a small library room, and also another thing, every single house or every single unit of a 3-bedroom townhouse has an ensuite washroom, which means every single bedroom has its own separate washroom. You'll be able to have a look right here. Your master's has got a dressing room, which is a walk-in closet. You have your washroom right there. In the second bedroom as well, you have your washroom, and in the third one as well, which makes this one of a kind layouts in that whole corridor once again. Looking at the 4-bedroom townhouses, obviously it is going to be bigger than the 3-bedroom ones. Obviously, you'll have a guest bedroom on the ground floor, but you'll have a much greater foyer. You have your guest room and your bath right there. What I've noticed just now is you have a bath in the 3-bedroom as well. Now, in case if you have a guest that is living on the ground floor just for some time, they have a bath included in the powder room on the ground floor, which is also another amazing feature about the layout that I've seen. Amazing living area, dining area, kitchen, storage, everything is there. This just fulfills every single need that needs to be there in a townhouse. On the top floor you go, you have your 3 bedrooms, as one of the bedrooms is on the ground floor. Every single unit once again is ensuite, which makes it one of kind layouts. Once again, in Muruj Al Furjan, you'll see a 4-bedroom townhouse has two types, an A type and a B type. The B type basically has one washroom that is used by 2 bedrooms, and an A type that has three washrooms, basically all ensuite washrooms, which was the most demanded unit in Muruj Al Furjan, and exactly why Jebel Ali Village townhouses will be preferred way more to any other community in Dubai. And that is the reason why the prices have increased quite a lot as well, which you'll see in the later slides that I share. Now that we've covered the townhouses, let's move on to the villas. This is the floor plan for a villa, which is the A1 type. Have a look. 4,800 square feet of space is amazing to think about. Of course, you have your garage included in this, but again, 3 car parking spaces, which is amazing to think about because majority of the houses that are coming right now are with 2 car parkings, or even older communities are majority with 2 car parkings and don't have much space for a third car to be parked. Whereas over here you have 3 car parking spaces and a small driveway as well, where you could park a 4th car, which makes the parking space quite vast to have, is what I mean to say. Looking at the layout, just have a look at the layout. One of the amazing things about the 5-bedroom and 4-bedroom villas, I believe, is you have a provision for the lift, which is amazing because majority of the houses sometimes don't have a provision for lift, but they've given you that provision. If you don't want to use that as a lift, you could use it as storage area. They've already made the storage area, but if you want to remove it, you can. Now, if you want to see how one of the types of a 5-bedroom villa looks like in Jebel Ali Village, I'm linking the video right over here. Just go have a quick look and get back to the video, or just watch the video after this, because that's an amazing video too and an amazing layout as well. Okay, now that we're done with the 5-bedroom villa, just have a look at the 4-bedroom villa as well. Similar kind of layout. I've chosen the similar kind of layout of a 5-bedroom and a 4-bedroom, the most comparable ones. But again, the sizes of these houses, a 4-bedroom is 4,600 square feet. Obviously, a smaller parking space is what I believe is there. But again, the sizes of these kitchens, the sizes of the bedrooms is amazing to think about as well. Now we're coming to the distribution of these houses. There are 898 townhouses available in this community, divided within 4 clusters, and then you have 278 villas in 3 clusters in the middle, which I'll make sure I highlight so you can see where the clusters of townhouses are there and of the villas are there. The reason why I say 278 villas is a very small number. When I look at Jumeirah Park, which is just next door, they have 2,500 to 3,000 villas, which is so much density in just one singular packed area, which makes it quite claustrophobic or small to live in. Of course, that community has matured in an amazing way, but I would still prefer to live in a community that is more niche, has that exclusivity, and has newer amenities, right? And once again, when you look at Meadows, it has 1,800 villas. which makes Jebel Ali Village stand out because it just has 278 villas, which means that even if you do decide to sell your villa or rent it, it's going to be in more demand because nowadays people want to have more open spaces, people want to have that exclusivity and bigger plot sizes as well. And one extra research that I did in the video, which I compared with other communities in Dubai to Jebel Ali Village, is that less than 30 units of these villas were available on the market, which means it was almost less than 10%. Now, that basically tells you that how the community or how the owners have received this community, and basically this number will go up, of course, because handovers are coming in. People will want to look to cash out depending on their situation, but it's not like all the 100 or 200 villas will be coming on the market. Many of these people are moving in, many of these people want to rent it out, so these units are quite less, which means the demand will rise for these. Going on to the prices, because that is an important one. You look at the prices: 10 to 12 million for a 4 bedroom villa. 5 bedroom villas are between 11 to 13 million. Listings, you can see I've included that listings are going up to these prices as well, but those are for now at least unrealistic prices, because I think these should be the realistic prices that one should trade at, including all the types. I've given all the types within this as well. Now, what I would want to go back to is that the Dubai Residential REIT investment fund that basically, invested 894 million dirhams into this particular project. This is an insane amount if one thinks of it, because if you think of it, they bought 220 townhouses for 894 million dirhams, a total approximately 4 million dirhams per townhouse. Now, looking at the townhouses, which I'm showing you on the screen right here, 3 bedroom townhouses in the market are trading between 4.3 to 5 million dirhams, and 4 bedroom townhouses are 5.2 to 5.6 million dirhams. These were launched at 2.5, so a 3 bedroom townhouse was basically launched at 2.5 to 2.8 million dirhams, and 4 bedroom was launched at 3.2 million dirhams, which makes the appreciation quite high. Almost 1 year ago, as you can see on the screen, these were trading for 3.7 to 4 million dirhams for the 3 beds, and the 4 beds were trading at 4.8 to 5.2 million dirhams. So you're looking at an appreciation of at least 69% to 79% for the townhouses already. And the villas have already taken over those, but the villas have faced an approximate appreciation of more than 100%, which is more coming in. There's more appreciation left to happen, because on the Jebel Ali Village, there's not going to be another Jebel Ali Village at the end of the day. There's no community that's coming up just across it. The next community that I could think of that's coming is Palm Jebel Ali. You have that land, but that's downtown Jebel Ali where there are buildings coming up. So villas wise, you're looking at a shortage of villas on the Sheikh Zayed Road, which makes this community even more desirable. Now that we've been speaking about the comparison quite a lot in the video, let's get to the actual numbers of what these houses are trading at as well for the competition. First of all, when you look at Muruj Al Furjan, these houses, first of all, there are back-to-back units. It's in Al Furjan. Of course, I worked in Al Furjan, but Jebel Ali Village takes a bit or takes a bit of weight more, because Al Furjan is 10 minutes away from the Sheikh Zayed Road, whereas Jebel Ali Village is 2 minutes away from the Sheikh Zayed Road. You have back-to-back houses in Muruj Al Furjan, which means that somewhere or the other your exclusivity or your privacy is taking a toll, whereas Jebel Ali Village does not have that. There are no back-to-back townhouses. For the Tilal Al Furjan, no actual comparison for the townhouses, but the villas, quite nice, newer houses, but it's in Al Furjan, which means again you're taking 10 minutes to come out from this, and if you value your time, then even those 8 minutes sometimes make a difference as well. And Jebel Ali Village is a fully master planned community, whereas in Al Furjan you have apartments, you have townhouses of private developers as well, and of course the villas are there, but the private townhouses and villas also take up space, which means not just in one land parcel that is occupied only by Nakheel residents, it's by many private developers that the residents will be living off. When you look at Jumeirah Park, yes, you're paying 8 to 11 million for a ready community, but again, that build quality is of 12 years old. These were handover between 2013 to 2015, and I would just personally not choose it Of course, it's not as close to Sheikh Zayed Road as Jebel Ali Village is. It's when you compare it on paper, Jebel Ali Village takes the cake most of the time compared to various communities on the Sheikh Zayed Road as well. And I hope this video has exactly done that. Even when you look at Meadows, yes, you have the Emar brand name, but it's the same. You're paying the quality for a much older product compared to what Jebel Ali Village is. Yes, Jebel Ali Village is not the most affordable option, but you are paying for the newest product, you're paying for the developer and the developer's track record, and also one of the largest investment trust funds of the GCC has invested nearly a billion dirhams into the project, which tells a lot. And now, what is the future of Jebel Ali Village? I would want you to listen to me very carefully. Two things. First of all, this is just my personal opinion. People have not taken into account that there are going to be you're going to be sitting between two urban centers, and you have an airport that is there just 20 minutes away. One urban center is the Marina JLT, one urban center is the Expo City, which is again 15 to 20 minutes away, and beyond 2040 there is going to be a third one, which I did not say just now. There's going to be a third one which is coming just under Palm Jebel Ali, which means you'll be right in the middle of that triangle, which is of urban centers, and urban centers are basically areas that create the most jobs for people or job opportunities for people, and is the most hustle bustle part of a city. And the airport is there just 20 minutes away, because an airport is again one of the key driving factors of a residential property too. If you're the most closest to the airport, it might or might not increase its value, but if you're just sitting in that sweet spot of 20 to 30 minutes away without experiencing that noise of an airport or that traffic of an airport, you get a comparatively better appreciation to those that are just as close to it, right? And what I mean to say is Jebel Ali Village is sitting in that as well. And secondly, looking down the line 12 to 18 months, how I've said that what I believe is at least an year it takes for a community to develop, especially of this land parcel. Once it takes 12 to 18 months, you're looking at a completely different community. The price you see today is not going to be it, because you have the recreational club that will be fully operational by then. You'll have a lot of greenery that is already there, but it will be grown, which means the community will be more lively, and that will make it one of the reasons why the price will not be as the same as it is today. And here it is, my honest opinion on whether you should buy Jebel Ali Village or not. Now, the thing is, Jebel Ali Village is not the cheapest buy within this corridor at all. You have Muruj Al Furjan, where you could get a 4-bedroom villa for a cheaper price. But obviously, that isn't the question. The question isn't if Jebel Ali Village is a good buy. The question is, what is your timeline and what is your budget as well? And what I believe is, if a real estate investment trust like the Dubai Residential REIT invests nearly 890 million dirhams into this project, it's not a small thing. I believe this community is one that will keep on growing for the next at least 5 to 6 years, and even more than that, because this product is not for everyone. It's just 278 villas and approximately 700 townhouses that I've shown you in the video, which means that this community isn't for everyone. It's just 1,000 owners within that community. So a niche product, a niche community. If you want to have that discussion, again, my comment in the comment section, my number is mentioned. Message me there directly. Till then, this was Dhruv Mandrani. I hope you like the video, and I have an Al Maktoum International video coming out soon as well. Take care.